So, hello everybody. So I think half of the people know me, so I will speak to the other half. Thanks for coming. For today I will speak about how to do retargeting without ads. So just to mention about myself, I have a degree in engineering. I have almost 10 years experience in digital marketing. And right now I am doing a startup which is called Frizbit. And it's like a marketing automation tool for transactional internet companies. And I came to Barcelona 3 years ago for an acceleration program with my co-founders. It was a startup acceleration program called Startup Bootcamp. And then we decided to stay here. So today's topics are, first you will know about the funnel, how the users are going through their sales process, then profitability in e-commerce, and why how it is related to retention. Then you will see an overview of the retention channels. Then you will see how you can do it without using ads. So this is the funnel of any website. And firstly, when people talk about marketing, it is mostly people think about only user acquisition. But actually, there are more parts, which is activation, retention, referral, and revenue. And today, what we will talk more is the part retention part. And I don't know, it's skipping like this, but maybe we can. So here is an example of a funnel of an e-commerce. And in an e-commerce, the users come to first to the main page, then they go to the category page, then they go to the product page, and they add to cart, then they buy. But in all this process, on the average, only 2% completes the purchase, and all the rest leaves without purchasing. So, but you are spending a lot of money to drive these users to your website, no? So then it means that actually all this 98% of your user acquisition budget is going elsewhere. So that's why retention is very important for the profitability. So let's see how much does it cost to acquire one user in Spain to your website. Especially these metrics are on e-commerce, and in Facebook, average cost per click is 29 cents for Spain. And for Google, this is from SEMrush, a tool which gives a lot of data, and it costs 36 euro cents per click. So what does it mean? So you will spend for every click, for every visit, you will spend 36 cents, and then only 2% will convert. So which makes each sale for you costs 15 euros. But and let's say your average basket value is 45 euros, which makes you will have a return of advertising spent 3x. But this only makes sense if your profit margins are higher than 33%. If your profit margin is like 20%, or usually it's even lower, it depends on your product and industry. If it's, let's say the average is 20%, then you are already spending your 36 euros for the cost of this product, then you are making a profit of 9 euros. So which makes, in overall, it makes like 6 euros of loss. And so this operation cannot be profitable in the long run, because you'll be just injecting money, but then on the overall you will be losing money because you are not making net profits. So what is the solution to decrease the cost per sale is either you find different channels which are cheaper or even free, so that on the average your average cost per session gets lower, and then you can become profitable. It could be like organic, and in order to do it you need to do SEO. You can get referral traffic. In order to do this you need to do PR. You can get direct traffic, which knows your brands and directly comes to your website, or you use your own media, and which means our retention channels like email, your mobile numbers of your users, and basically it's your database. The other option is increasing the conversion rate, and in order to do that you might of course optimize the conversion rate on your website in general, or you find better channels which are converting more. So for example, for your case, Carmen, I assume, like, because the people are very searching a recipe and then they are ready to buy these ingredients of these foods, after the users go, they are much more likely to purchase. So what I see, the value in your business is after they go, their conversion rate is much more higher than the average. Let's say they just giving the ads like for the supermarkets, online supermarkets. So that is another option. So all in all, user retention is the key for the profitability at an e-commerce. And so how to find these channels which has higher conversion rate? It basically through retention, a first-time user converts on the average of 2%. But if the users come back, they on the average convert double. So if you manage to bring your users back to your website, they have a probability of purchasing twice than the new users. But how to bring them back? So that is the question. So there are a bunch of different channels that you can use for retaining your users and bringing them back. The most known ones are here, but the one which is very popular is retargeting ads, which means after you search something online and then let's say you visit a website and then you went through some other pages, the ads that appear on the other websites that you browse. This is a paid channel, so you have to spend cost for each impression that your ads will appear. On the other hand, there is owned media channels which doesn't cost anything to you, because the people opt into you to receive these messages. It could be email, it could be SMS. If you have it could be app push notifications, or it could be web push notifications, like the push notifications from the websites through browsers. Yeah, I explained the retargeting ads, but here's an example of booking.com. Like if you go to a website, if you go to a hotel on booking.com, then just after you see the ads related to that, because you didn't complete your booking. And don't care about the news here. I hope we will not die here. So just like retargeting ads, you can use your own media as retargeting channel. You can, this is like the funnel of an e-commerce website, and the users are passing through different stages, and then only some percentage converts. But in every stage, they abandon. So in every stage, they abandon, and with the information that you can collect in every stage, you can bring them back. So for example, the cart cart stage. If a user adds a product to cart and then they don't complete their purchase, then you can send them a reminder, hey, this is the product you forgot in your basket, come back, and you can even give an offer. So this is the most popular, I would say, retargeting case that is mainly in the e-commerce world, is used through email channel, but actually it is not the only one. You can do retargeting in all these stages and through other channels as well. So what are the other channels that you can do? You can do it through web push notifications, through SMSs, and even you can do through WhatsApp Business API. So, and then the users can receive, I mean, the resolution is not that clear, but here you can see that the user, we can personalize all these messages with dynamic parameters like the name of the product, images of the product, prices of the product, categories of the product. And how it works, it has different stages. So first you need to collect the opt-in. And in order to collect the opt-in, there are different methods. For browser push notifications, it just appears like this on your screen, and when the users click on allow, they are in. Then there is email and SMS channels. It's usually you collect the opt-in when the users register to your website, but also additionally you can show these kind of pop-ups which asks the users to leave their email address before they do anything, so it increases your email database as well. So we collected the opt-ins. So we have their opt-ins and we are allowed to engage with them. Then you can create scenarios. These scenarios are if this, then that type of scenarios. If a user adds the product to basket, but then they don't buy, send this type of a template. Or it could be any other thing in another type of business. It could be like for an airline, it could be, okay, for a user who searched a flight from Barcelona to Berlin, but they didn't buy, okay, send this. It could be anything, but the most, usually it makes more sense, especially for e-commerce, that you are doing for the people who abandons. And then you personalize these messages with dynamic parameters. So depend, just as in this airline example, or it could be an e-commerce as well, these dynamic parameters will be populated by the user behavior. So whatever product they have seen, they will be receiving a different message regarding that. And you can also personalize based on their language. And then you can send through different channels. In order to optimize, you can do A/B tests to understand which templates are working better for you, so that you optimize and you increase the conversion rate of your campaigns. Then you measure. How you measure? In each link that you add to your campaigns, you can add UTM tags, and through these UTM tags you can check all this traffic and revenue from these sources, from these campaigns on your Google Analytics or whatever user analytics software you are using. And if you are using these channels, these are just some averages. It could be higher, it could be lower, but on the average you can increase your sessions by 5%, you can increase your sales by 8%, and most probably the return on investment will be higher than 10x, so which means 1000%. So this is like a table how you can really achieve 8% increase in sales. So this is basically simple maths. For different channels there are different opt-in rates. Then you can put different number of messages to the sequences. Then in each channel there is on the average different click-through rate and a different conversion rate. So, for example, for web push, it's really good to collect the opt-ins, because on average in Spain, like 10% of the users opt-in. But the conversion rate is usually on the average of the website, so it's not that much better. But for example, for email and SMS, the conversion rate is higher because the people are most probably the people who already purchased before, so they are more eager to complete their purchases. SMS is quite interesting because really we can reach 35% click-through rates. That is where it is quite effective. But yeah, in SMS there is an additional cost per each cent. And in total you can increase your sales by 8%. And here just another note for compared to these channels. For email and SMS you need the personal data of the users in order to engage with them. But in push notifications, in both web push and app push, you don't need any personal data from the users. So that's why you can even engage with them to the anonymous users. Just two more slides about browser push notifications. You can also send them with large images, and you can add extra buttons, and this allows you to send notifications even the users are not on the website, and you don't have to have a mobile app to send push notifications. And it works in almost all desktop browsers except Internet Explorer, and it works also on all Android devices. In iOS devices it doesn't work due to the limitations of Apple. In the future it might support also browser push notifications, but currently not. But overall you can still reach 74% of the web visitors on average. And it is GDPR friendly by its nature, because you don't hold any personal data. And all these opt-ins are managed through the browser. So in order to make it a retargeting channel, you need to personalize these campaigns to the most, so that the click-through rates get higher and the really conversion rates get higher. This is an example of a personalized retargeting email. As you can see, you can add the image of the product, name of the product, description of the product, price of the product. You can add the name of the user, and when they click on this link, they go to either to the cart page or the product page, whatever makes sense for you. The same for SMS. So you can customize your sender ID in some countries so that people will be receiving from your brand a text message. You can add the user's name, you can add the product's name, you can add a call to action, and when they click, they go to their page even on the mobile device. And browser push notifications. In this one, we have more spaces than SMS, less space than email. But it is quite effective because these just appear on the screen of the users. So that's why they have a high click-through rate. And again, we can personalize this with the product's image, product's name, user's name, and when they click, again, they go to their either cart page or product page. And the nice thing is you can even create sequences combining these channels. So what does it mean? For example, web push doesn't cost anything. So maybe first 1 hour after a user adds the product to the cart, but then they don't purchase, first you can try your chance with web push. Then if they still haven't complete their purchases, send an email. If they still didn't complete the purchase, you can send an SMS, so that you can try your chance combining different channels, and maybe the user will receive it in the channel that they prefer, and then you can increase your sales. And the other aspect of the sequences is that you can set up campaigns based on times. Even on the same channel, you can say, okay, send this 1 hour after, send this 1 day after, and send this 1 week after, still if the user haven't completed their purchase. And here are some examples of campaigns. This is like more of an example of a newsletter, like when you have a campaign like Black Friday, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day. But that's not automated. Usually like your CRM or retention team within your marketing department does that. So you have to write these, compose these manually. But what is interesting is the automated campaigns that you can use as a retargeting one. First, you can tell the users a warm welcome, either offering them a discount or not, but you can just tell them welcome today to your website and your service. Then imagine all the funnel that the users come from the main page, and then they go through different stages of the funnel. So if they visited a category page, but then they didn't see any products, you can send a message about that category of the product. So in this example, codes. Like, let's say Alejandro just went to the page of website of Massimo Dutti, and then checked some codes, but didn't go to any product page. So then we know that this user, Alejandro, is interested in codes. So then after he leaves, even if he didn't check any product, we can send him a message to bring him back with codes, about codes. So let's say Alejandro also went to product page so he just checked different products of codes, or in this example it's like perfumes, but whatever. So after a user checked the product but even didn't add to the basket, you can still do retargeting with these channels. And again, with highly personalized, with all the information that we can collect, with image of the product, name of the product, category of the product, price of the product, if you're offering any discounted price, or if you're offering any discount with coupon code. So this is the other step. So let's say Alejandro moved one step further in the funnel and he added to cart, but didn't complete his purchase. So he did wait till the close end of the funnel, but just left his process without purchasing. So this time you can say, hey Alejandro, you left this product in your basket, come and buy, come and complete your purchase. And we can you can personalize this with, again, all the dynamic parameters that you collect, so that Alejandro receives a real message really catered for him. That's why the performance of these kind of campaigns is totally different than the newsletter type of campaigns that you send to everybody, the same message, bulk. So click-through rates is quite different between these automated and personalized campaigns, than the manual ones. And especially if you have a business which has repeated orders, like which has more recurrent recurrency, like diapers, dog food, or any other thing that you need to buy frequently. You can remind the users that after they complete their purchase once, you can tell them, hey, like the food for the dog should have been finished, or is about to finish. Give another purchase now. Or you can just do a periodic retention for your users who visited your site but maybe 1 month ago and they didn't visit since then. If you want, you can offer them a promo code. If you want, you can just tell him or her that you missed him or her and offer like a new collection or like new category or like new products, new offers from your website. So this is more or less the use cases. Other than this, you can also do a lot of cross-sell, upsell campaigns after the users add the basket to cart, etc. So if you have questions, I am available for your questions. I don't know if you understand everything.
You send SMS, no?
Yeah, we also send SMS.
And probably you explained at the beginning, how do you need to install something or how does it work?
So no, actually the integration I didn't explain.
Or
So
if
it's
you
like,
pay per month, how does it work if I want to use it?
yes. So in our solution, which is called Frizbit, we charge per month based on the number of users of that website. So let's say your website gets 100,000 visits a month. So up to that moment, we charge 89 euros per month. This includes all the push notifications that you can send. Maybe if you connect to WhatsApp, like you can connect to WhatsApp API and even send through WhatsApp. With emails also, you have some package depending on your volume included in this package. But yeah, if you're sending SMS has an additional cost because we connect to telecom operators. That is how we charge. But on the average, I already said it, the return of this investment is at least 10x. So if you're paying 100 euros, this should bring at least 1,000 euros of revenue to your e-commerce or your business. Because we generate new traffic. And how we personalize and automate this is we integrate to the websites, mainly through JavaScript code. So it's like Google Analytics. You add our codes and then we collect all this data. That's how we can trigger.
As a trial or?
Yeah, we offer a trial for only web push notifications, the manual one. We even have a premium one, but for the automated retargeting one, we offer free trial for businesses. So if you want, we can talk outside. This part of the room, do you have any questions? Yeah. So then, thanks for coming to everybody. It was more petit comité, but thanks for listening me, so we can talk more outside.